Hello there. Once again, it's Anton from Anton Bay. Thank you guys for stopping by the collection room today. I'm taking a look at some comic books. This is more in the vein of super cheap comics that I'm looking to buy just because I'm not trying to build a massive, hyper valuable collection. I just want comics to read. I want comics that I don't have to fuss over or worry about or grade or bag or whatever. I just want to have comics. Like we used to collect comics. Like we just buy them and read them and put them in our pocket and stick them in our backpack and take them places without having all that fussing going on around them. Anyway, the comic series I got this week is a book called Eclipso from DC. I'm not terribly familiar with these at all, which is part of the intrigue. Was I had no idea what these really are. But the guy, I was buying a few other lots, and this guy had these. It was $10 for the lot, and I want to say it was like $5 or $6 to ship them. So the set came out to 18 issues, and he threw in an extra, so I got 19 issues for $16. So less than $1 an issue, and I don't know what I got. So let's take a look at these. The first thing I noticed was Eclipso #1. I don't know if you can see this so much, but there is a big, lumpy, protruding jewel on the cover. Can you see how far this sticks out? It's a three-dimensional chunk of plastic built into the cover that I guess is supposed to be the diamond reflection in his eye. It is a thick, square-backed first issue. Very odd, though, that you would put that on a comic book. I just feel like that's asking for trouble. Like it's either going to get ripped off and tear a hole in the book, or it's going to be like lumpy in your box of other comics. But we're not going to care about that. We're going to think that's cool because that's the kind of collectors I'm trying to be. I'm not trying to worry about this stuff anymore. Want to stick a jewel on his eye? You go for it. I like it. Crazy idea. Put a quarter on his eye next time. I'll keep it. Anyway. We go on to issue #2. It's a weird lion beast thing. Don't really know much about. And I'm also not sure who Eclipso is. Is he, I think he's this weird goblin thing, which I originally thought was, oh, this must be like the villain. But I don't think it is. I think that is the character. But I don't know. I am not positive. Either that or it's this yellow guy who is also on the cover of all these things. But it's hard for me to tell because I haven't read them yet. I just got these and I was just really impressed with the jewel eye cover thing. I love this era. Let me get my exact year on these. 93. I was going to guess like 91 to 95 somewhere. Early 90s, definitely. Just based on the fact that they are $1.25 cover, which is a little bit later. I kind of would have expected these to be dollar covers, but they're not. Usually for me, like the best period of comics, once they hit $1.95, that was pretty much the end of it. I went all the way through that. When they jumped to $2.25, $2.99, stuff like that, and they stopped using newsprint and things like that, you saw a serious decline in my love for the comics. And even to this day, like, I still love this stuff better. That's a weird cover. This almost looks like a DC Vertigo cover, which I don't like because I hate DC Vertigo titles. All of them. Like, I don't like them. I don't like the art. I don't like the coloring. Most of the try hard to be a edgy, independent, I don't like them. I don't like them. I like comics with some color and some fun. And you know what? This don't look bad to me at all. I mean, it looks bad, but it looks bad in the good way, in the the fun way, in the kind of like stupid comic I would like to read and carry around and not over obsess about. This is a big key with comics these days, I really notice. Because, man, people were obsessing. There was speculator market. You turned the page, you wash your hands, all that crap when I was growing up. And that's just led us into our modern era of people like slabbing stuff and slabbing ridiculous books that aren't worth slabbing. And then I don't even know who's doing that anymore. It just seems ridiculous. I just want some comics, man. I just want comics I can read. And you know what? If it's a good comic, I want to be able to hand it to my kid and he can read it too. And if he is just a little bit sticky when he reads it someday, I'm going to not care much. Anyway. Fallout, yes. And we're up to issue 17. That is a cool, Hulkish looking Martian Manhunter. I like that. And the last is just this big Bloodlines Eclipso annual. Yeah, I've got a lot of these Bloodline books that I never really knew what the deal was with them. I don't know. It's kind of like I was confused by annuals in general, and then DC like doubled down on how confusing annuals could be by doing a big Bloodlines thing through all of them, which I don't know what that was. Like, I don't know what that was. Anyway, so that's Eclipso. I believe it's the full run. Big weird jewel eye thing on this special. And that's my story. That's all I got. Just some comics I picked up at a great deal and trying to remember what's fun about collecting and not taking it too seriously and getting in over my head. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. That's my story. I will catch you guys later.